just a few minutes. The forecast for us here in the valley today, 46 degrees for a high temperature. They're saying there's a chance of some snow flurries this morning, but pretty warm. Partly cloudy later in the day and mostly clear tonight, down to 29. For your Wednesday, 47 and 29 with sunny skies. For Thursday, 43 and 30 with morning clouds and afternoon sun. Then for Friday, 41 and 33 with cloudy skies and a 15% chance of rain. Looking at the weekend, now Saturday, 25% chance of rain, mostly cloudy skies, high of 40, low of 31. Sunday, morning snow showers, that will turn to rain. That chance of precipitation at 35%. Sunday, 41 for a high, 30 for a low. Looking ahead to next Monday, snow rain mix, 41 and 31. So end of February, you're kind of seeing a little winter. All right, let's take a look and see what happens on top of the mountains today. At the base, they have a snow depth of 14 inches. At the summit, it is 25 inches. Conditions, current weather conditions, clear skies. I also want to let you know that they are saying it's got great groomed snow today because of the hard work and dedication of their snow surface teams. Going to be a great day on the hill, and that's a look at weather. Don't forget, just minutes away, it's Scott and Val Save the Universe. Stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7, and this report made possible by a donation from 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort.
Feature story news in Brussels. I'm William Denslow. Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted sex trafficker.
Stories and commentary heard on Scott and Val Save the Universe are not necessarily the opinions of this station, its sponsors, the network, or our broadcast partners.
Set back, everything will be okay. Two new heroes to face the day. Now throw all your fears away. And they're both in tights array. It's not a bad joke, or even a curse. Scott and Val save the universe.
Say Scott.
Yeah, totally don't.
Say it's pretty much all Val.
I'm Nigel, your AI announcer, and I just finished my first round of AI sensitivity training. So, Val, I am very sorry for any discomfort I may have caused you, and I promise to do better. And now, it's time for Scott and Val Save the Universe.
Scott and Val save the universe.
Pretty sure that's us, baby. Good morning.
Oh, wow. I got an apology from Nigel?
You got an apology from Nigel for having you all upset for a couple weeks now.
Oh, Nigel. You know what? I accept your apology, dude.
All right. Hey, we are here, but barely this morning, having some technical difficulties as we usually do when you try to hook up across the country and even in another country as we hook up with police, trying to bring all these connections in. It's tough, and we had a major software failure today. So if you're used to listening online, it kind of works for us because we have our own new YouTube page for Scott and Val Save the Universe, and today that is the only one we could stream because our streaming software broke. So we are not on Facebook. And we are not on KCHW's YouTube or Twitch, but we are on KCHW FM and all their audio platforms like Alexa and TuneIn and Radio Deck. If you get out of the broadcast area and you listen in some of those ways, it is the show if you want to watch. So if you want to see us and the gang today, you will have to go to Scott and Val Save the Universe on YouTube and on our Facebook page. Val, on the KCHW Facebook page, Val has graciously placed a link for that, and hopefully she will have a second. She can paste that on Scott and Val Save the Universe too, so people know to go to our Facebook. Real quick, as I can tell, she's looking in her eyes and taking care of what I just asked. Right?
I am.
All
you
right.
know what? I follow directions fairly well.
She does. So good morning. It's Tuesday, February 10th. We're almost to Valentine's Day. We got some Valentine's specialties today for you. We are Scott and Val, and once again, we're here to save the universe. 9 a.m., which is ambitious. We do it between 7:20 and 9. A little late today. It's an ambitious undertaking, considering the universe has already checked its phone, and we've made at least 3 bad decisions already this morning.
At least.
At least. Probably make more as the day goes on. Now, this is show number 5. The boys are back today. We'll have Ken Owens in just a little bit. Alan Milani with weather. And then, of course, we've got Joel Wilzinski live from Belize with entertainment news. Although the entertainment is him, we don't get much news out of him usually because he's, he's on the beach drinking Mai Tais and stuff. And then Nigel, our AI announcer, you heard him apologize to Val. In a little bit, Val's going to go over their ongoing battle. And she actually kind of has us a response for Nigel today. So it could be a good thing that he's already apologized. And then a Valentine's extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza. All right.
He's got it all echoed and everything.
Do I have any echo today? Can I do that? Let's see. No, that's not echo. That's my deaf voice. How about a little echo? No echo, Val. Okay.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
I'll work on it. Maybe later. This kind of sounds bad. I'll just leave that on for the rest of the show. All right. Let's see. We got everything covered there. Let's see. Before we get rolling, Val, how about a quick reminder of some things we shouldn't do this Tuesday from Scott and Val?
All right. First,
Okay.
let's start right here because it's so fresh in our mind. Stop explaining the Super Bowl to people that did not ask.
That's right. You ever get cornered by one of those conversations about the Super Bowl, though, and you're like, yeah, this isn't the conversation I wanted to have. I saw it.
That's probably more, people that just watched it because it was the Super Bowl, and really aren't into football.
Okay.
So yeah, it's probably more them that are like, I'm tired of hearing about this already.
All right. Do not recap the Super Bowl like it personally betrayed you.
Not a problem right here because we won.
That's right. At least in Washington State, right?
Exactly.
All right. What do you got, Val?
Do not blame the refs unless you can actually name one.
That'd be tough, right? Also, don't start a diet today that was already sabotaged Sunday. Recovery is everything, so wait a bit and then go for it.
Yes, and don't get on the scale yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it another couple days or else you're going to be really depressed.
All right. Anything else we shouldn't do, Val?
And do not say, I saw a headline, and then treat it like you did some research.
Oh, good job. All right.
What I found, and because it was probably just because it's controversial, is people asking if I watch the halftime show, which you don't always, get that question. But yeah, definitely got it this time, and you're not sure exactly how people are wanting you to answer.
Especially this day and age, it could be something good, it could be something bad. Nigel is gonna during his sports report today has a bunch of Super Bowl riffs, so we'll leave it to Nigel to insult people that maybe didn't like the halftime show or went to the alternative one. That's what I'm thinking.
Are you saying it might make me love Nigel?
It might help in the whole forgiveness thing you've been working on. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. I was trying to see if we had our chat available today on the feed on our YouTube page, Scott and Val Save the Universe. So far, no comments. I was just checking in case people were trying to find us there, especially the boys, because we know they tune in and listen. What I did last night. So in order to stream on our Scott and Val Facebook page, we have to have 100 followers. So we've been really working that hard. Last night we were at 74. We have to be at 100 to be able to stream. So I went online and started begging, and it almost worked, Val. It
Almost?
I was really hoping by 7 this morning we would have enough, and that we would be broadcasting on the Facebook page. We are at 87, so we just need 13 more. So if you're listening on the radio, you have a second, will you go to Scott and Val Save the Universe on Facebook, and you should do this on YouTube too, because if you follow us on both, so it's a subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook. If you do both, you're entered into our contest to win one of Val's Farkle boards at the end of the month, which has Bigfoot and Northern Lights. So if you go like both of those, you're helping us. We are 13 away from being able to broadcast. Unfortunately, it'll be next week on our own Facebook page, as well as what we usually do on KCHW's, providing I get all the software fixed by next week.
And even if you don't listen that way, even if you are always listen on the radio, it would still help us tremendously if you popped onto Facebook and YouTube and followed us and liked us there. So no matter which platform you watch on, listen on, it will still help us if you do that.
Yeah. All right. So I made a promise last night to the folks that would try to give us over 100 that I would give them a first name shout out today.
All right.
So I have to make good on this, because they might be tuned in this morning and trying to listen to hear their name. So I want to thank for the people that jumped up and gave us like 20 likes yesterday. Tammy, my buddy Grant from high school, your son Matt, who is sitting in the hospital probably listening to us. We love you, Matt. Keep recovering. If you're having strange pains in your stomach, you might not want to put it off. It could be appendicitis.
And it could, if you wait till it perforates or ruptures,
it could be trouble.
You end up back in the hospital for 5 days later.
Yeah, so just some advice there. Also, to the moon and back, Magical Cat Fine Wines. I wonder who that is. Claudia, Cindy, Mary Kay, Sherry, Andrew. Andrew is a new buddy of mine here in Maine that I actually met online, and we've actually met in person once now, too, so that's kind of cool. Our favorite Chuck Ritchie, our favorite station manager. One of my friends from high school, Jill. Thank you so much, Jill. Another Mainer, Stanley. Thanks, Stan. Caitlin, Shamira. What a great name. Ashley, Greg, Scott, Jim, Margie. That's Margie and Tom Walters. All right. You guys need 2 Facebook accounts, because then you could follow and subscribe separately and give us another one.
Exactly.
See how that
Can you
works?
do that today for us?
Yeah, if you have a fake Facebook or YouTube account, use that and give us an extra like. All right. Also, Rita, Faba, Riki with Lisa, Hope and Dreams Holistic. We got a lot of hippies on here. This is awesome. Chris, Michael, Sarter, Dave, Amy, Rebecca, Dave, Joe, Delaney, Sierra, Jahan. Oh, I like that name. Eric, Joni, Morton, Becky, Jennifer, Patty, Jennifer, Joseph, Shane, Anthony, Shirley, Alan, Barbara, Barb, Carly, Lori, Cynthia, Cindy, Travis. Hey, Travis, we know him. Another one of Val's kids. Teresa, Sherry, Sean, Dawn, Missy, Wayne, Bonnie, Chelsea, Lindsay, Tim, Marion, Sean, Craig, Ron, Kimberly, Brenda, Kim, Mike, Larry. Wow, there you go. A bunch of a big round of applause. Thank you guys for getting us on the map with the new page. We appreciate you following us on KCHW and YouTube as well. But these new YouTube and Facebook pages are important for our program syndication, which is going well too. We got a couple stations.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to everyone. I know some of those names that you mentioned, or I'm assuming are friends of mine too. I did not get a chance to pop on, so I could have identified. I know Larry for sure, because her name's unique enough.
Yeah, that one will stand out.
So, yeah, but yeah, all of my friends that followed our page, I appreciate you so much, and I will try and get a look at that today and give you a shout out on my page as well. So.
And we've been bringing in people from Chihuahua and around the country as well, just with kind of the music thing I've been doing, and getting ready for launching our 24-hour YouTube stream for Scott and Val. I've made some friends online, and they've came and started listening to the show and liking us as well. So we appreciate that. All right, moving along this morning, we almost missed it. Things we think about in the shower. Val, would you like to start? Keep it clean.
Now, does quitting apply to parenting?
I think some people are trying it. Quiet quitting. Quiet quitting.
Oh, quiet quitting.
Quiet
See, I
quitting.
thought it said quit quitting.
Quiet
quitting.
Yeah.
So,
like you quiet quit your job, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so you just kind of slowly fade out?
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, just disappear
'Cause
quietly.
because I was like unaware of the saying or its meaning.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah. So, yeah.
quiet quitting.
It could apply to parenting. All right, I like this one. Confidence is often just ignorance with good posture. I practice that every day.
Just pretend. Fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
Every group project has one leader, one ghost, and one liability. Learned that back in high school.
Yeah, when you had that class project, you'd have one that always didn't show up. You took care of it yourself because you were Val, and then the liability was the one that tried to help but messed it up.
It made things worse.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you don't know which one you are in that situation,
You're the liability?
well, you might be the ghost as well.
That's true. All right. Your phone battery, Val, knows more about your life than your therapist?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should not spend 8 hours a day on Facebook.
Yeah.
Adulthood is realizing naps are earned.
Ooh. And multitasking means doing several things badly at the same time, but with conviction. I can do it badly.
I can do it. I know I can.
Things
You
to
know
make
what I
you...
hate about
Go
when
ahead.
I get older, though, is that napping. I mean, I love a nap, but I have this thing where if I sleep for more than a half an hour, I wake up like queasy and like out of it the rest of the day.
Wow. Queasy.
And I don't, it's just like the rest of the day I feel off. I'm a little dizzy. I'm a little discombobulated. And it's because we've been spending so much time, or I shouldn't say so much, that's not fair. We've been spending some time every day at the hospital with Matt, and we have other stuff going on. So I just haven't been getting a lot of sleep. And so yesterday I thought, you know what? I can make up for it with a good nap. And it just messed me up.
I know why, Val. It's
Why?
all the wine you drink before you lay down.
This will help me sleep.
I mean, when you brew your own wine, it's a problem because it's everywhere. And when you go to Val, there's like wine in every corner of the house. There's a
You
bottle
know, and
somewhere.
my problem is, though, is I can't drink wine anymore.
Really? Too many sulfates? Yeah.
I guess it just gives me a horrible headache. So, that's why I have wine everywhere.
Oh, pass it on
I
to
can't
everybody
drink
else.
it.
All right, 4 things to make you feel smart today. We can all use this. And the first one, wow, it's huge, Val.
It's huge.
Yes.
The human brain can store an estimated 2.5 petabytes of information, equivalent to about 3 million hours of television.
Wow. And it's really sad. I filled up those 3 million hours of television all with Star Trek.
Petabytes. I'd never heard of a petabyte before.
No, that's what happens with a cat usually if you don't know him. Does your petabyte? See?
You got to say it with the accent as well.
You're a petabyte. No, my pet don't bite. And then the dog bites him and he says, "That's not my pet." All right. Facebook was once sued over the like button by a company that said it held the patent. That company lost. Wow.
I hold the patent on a thumbs up.
Ow. All right. Next, Belle.
The temperature on Venus can reach up to 864 degrees Fahrenheit, making it the hottest planet in our solar system.
Oh, the hottest. Amazon rainforest produces over 20% of the world's oxygen supply, and it's disappearing rapidly. I added that last part in myself, but it is true. All right, Val, be scared. I pulled this one up this morning. I saw it, and I just thought it was worth a random toss in. It was outside of the news that came on before the show. Department of Homeland Security is demanding that Google turn over information about government critics.
Wow.
Uh-huh. This is the president trying to stop free speech at the most basic level, and it is the most basic of our laws, yet people online call him a great man. All right. Scary small loser. Now, this is Google. Could you imagine? I'm going to go ahead and post what I just said. I take it as a challenge.
There you go.
Wow. 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 And this is a president of America saying we should not have any more free speech. Wake up, people.
Isn't that what he campaigned on? Wasn't
Yeah.
one of his platforms? And I think, you see them trying to coerce or sue states into handing over voting records. Then you see things like this, and it's very evident. We've seen with the Kimmel situation and Stephen Colbert, and he goes after anybody he perceives.
So what's he going to do? Anybody that posts anything negative, then he's going to go what? Have the IRS dig into you, cause you some kind of grief? He obviously wants our names. Of anybody that's talking bad about the government, and let's say you're on the right and you think that's okay because of what's going on in the country. Well, just imagine if the next president's a Democrat and it's somebody like Biden and you don't like them and want to talk bad about them, but they come put you in jail. So goes both ways. Watch out. This is a slippery slope. All right, coming up yet on the show, Val, we're going to have all of our boys today. I kind of scared people saying there might not be a show because I was having trouble, but we should have Ken, and I see he is in the waiting room, so that's a good sign. We'll have Alan Milani with national weather around the top of the hour. We might be running a few minutes late. And then around 8:20, we take off to Belize and check in with Joe, see how many Mai Tais he has, and if he's capable of delivering entertainment news, which is kind of iffy. We also have Nigel's, our AI announcer's sportscast today. We're going to try to work that in. We got so much stuff. And Val wrote a song for Nigel as well. I think we're going to let her give a brief synopsis of how this is all shaken down and have a little disco before we go to Ken and go ahead and do Nigel. So we've got a couple songs today. These are royalty free, and we will post them for your enjoyment and sharing afterwards. And these are something you could put on your own podcast or Facebook feed or anything like that because it's royalty free. You're not going to get a copyright infringement. And then don't forget, you got to subscribe. I mentioned it once. Don't forget the Farkle board. It is Bigfoot and the Northern Lights, and it is yours to win by simply following us on Facebook and subscribing on YouTube. We're going to go back at the end of the month and take everybody that did both and pick one winner for that boat. Now, Val, tell us the little story. We all know, if you've listened to the show since we've revamped it here, this is episode 5. Nigel's a little snarky, and he has picked on Val and lifted me up for being wonderful.
And I don't know, because I feel like right now it's almost like the good old boys club around here. I am the only woman.
Oh, that's
and
true.
And so, so I don't know if that's why. I'm not going to make any accusations, because we're trying to mend fences. But it kind of all started, Nigel kind of insinuated that he was feeling uncomfortable as part of our team because I was harassing him, workplace harassment.
Yeah, he said you made some comments that made him feel uncomfortable but didn't share what they were. And I know you, so who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? So it kind of... I responded strongly and threatened. He said he was going to HR, and I threatened to go to IT. And it kind of went downhill for a while. But, Nigel offered his apology today, and I wrote a little song about him. And I'm hoping between the two that fences are mended and we can move forward. I think that between Scott and I and a little help from AI, I think that I think we came up with a great song. Scott put a really catchy vibe to it. So yeah, I'm hoping this is the beginning of something good.
All right. Have you noticed how all my songs are really dancey?
Well, that's
What
good.
is that? What it's like and at 60, I'm all about the techno, man. Bring me some EDM and get me moving because my bones are rusting. All right, so Val's song, Val, the title of your song for Nigel.
Depends on the day.
And it is a goodie. Here we go.
I've never even met him, but he's in my head all week. Shows up every Tuesday with opinions never meek. He sounds so self-assured, like he's wiser than the rest. But somehow every comment sounds like he's on a quest. Do I love him or do I hate him? Yeah, it changes every day. We'll just keep on doing the show and arguing either way. He pushes every button, but I still won't walk away. Do I love him or do I hate him? Honestly, depends on the day.
Like my disco lights?
Oh, I love it.
That accent straight from London should be charming, should be smooth, like a James Bond leading man with impeccable moves. But mix it with that ego and that I'm always right tone, and suddenly 007 finds a spy cover blown. He talks like he knows it all. He believes his own hype. But no matter what he thinks or says, he's really not my type. Do I love him or do I hate him? Yeah, it changes every day. We'll just keep on doing the show and arguing either way. He swears he's always neutral while he throws the first grenade. Do I love him or do I hate him? Honestly, depends on the day. He thinks he runs the universe with numbers and debates, but somebody writes the stories and somebody sets the stage. So I'll lace up my patience and my sense of humor too, 'cause every hero needs a villain, and I guess that one's you. His name is Nigel. Yeah, I said it out loud. He believes his own headlines like he's royalty, not cloud. He's an AI with opinions and an ego on display. But I'd miss him if he vanished. At least he'll think that way. Do I love him or do I hate him? Yeah, it changes every day. We'll just keep on doing the show and arguing either way. He's exhausting, he's dramatic. He's my favorite debate. Do I love him or do I hate him? Well, let's just call our meeting fate. He thinks he runs the universe with stats and breaking news, but somebody writes his lines and somebody hits produce. So I'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same display, arguing with Nigel in the Saving the Universe way.
Wow. Good job, Val. I really like that song, and it's dancey and it's fun, and I love the kind of like vibe that you got for kind of like an Austin Powers in it.
It was a little Austin Powery, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's got a James Bond, Austin Powers vibe to it. So pretty sure Nigel liked it too. And somebody waiting in the green room. You can see like half of them right below you.
Get ready! Wait for it! It's panic time! Calm down, it's not the end of days! And now, your panic time host, Ken, you kids get out of my yard! Owens!
Hey, you kids, get out of my yard,
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Ken.
Wow.
You know, just to start this out, it's panic time. I was panicking. I turned on the show, and there was nothing there.
Oh, so
Nothing.
scary. Scary, isn't it?
I just, if I don't start my Tuesday mornings without this show, it's almost like a day without coffee. And you know what no coffee's like.
Yeah. I think
for
it's
sure.
I think it's the universe was like just trying to help us guide people to our new page. That's why we were only able to broadcast on YouTube this morning. It's fate, I guess, maybe.
Oh, well, hey, if everyone out there in YouTube land, is it YouTubeville? Somewhere, but hello and good morning. By the way, I wanted to let you know that if you notice my new background
I was
here-
going to ask you about that. Last week you looked really cool. You had the Scott and Val emblem behind your head. And now, what is this, Andy's Lice Farm? What's that?
Well, I have a new sponsor. I have a new sponsor.
Okay.
You have your own sponsor?
I do. And I have to say a word. It's Andy's Lice Farm. And by the way, this Panic Time break is brought to you by Andy's Lice Farm. We're just itching to get your business. That's right. Andy's Lice Farm, farm to forehead freshness, organic, cage-free, free-range scalp livestock. Whether you need a dozen or a family-sized bucket, Andy's got you covered. It's a poor man's caviar, Andy's Lice Farm, because fleas are for amateurs.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Poor man's caviar. That's what I eat.
Yeah. So, we all got to support our sponsors. So Andy's Lice Farm, remember, farm to forehead freshness. And I think they're the best on the market. So
Farm to forehead.
there you go.
All right. Good job.
All right.
You do have to. Don't you have to share your income from this new sponsor with everyone though?
Well, I think they're sharing some of their product already.
Yeah, you should go ahead and keep the money and see a doctor.
Anyway.
A lot of room up there for mayonnaise.
So anyway, I think I'm getting up to. Well, thank you,
Okay.
Andy.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got to talk about. It's Valentine's Day is coming. Everyone, don't panic. Well, you should be panicking because no, because it's almost Valentine's Day and we're talking about love. First of all, let's talk about falling in love. Well, falling in love. Falling? What do you mean falling? That sounds like you slipped and fell into something. What is love? A puddle? Is it a lake? A flight of stairs? Because if I just fell down a flight of stairs, someone should be calling an ambulance. I mean, falling down a flight of stairs, are you telling yourself, oh, that was magical? I don't think so. I don't understand how falling into something is supposed to be a good thing. Well, if someone tells me they fell into something, my first thing is, are you okay? Not. Well, congratulations. Well, anyway, don't get me started. And when someone says, hey, I'm crazy about you, well, that sounds like mental instability right out of the gate. Well, anyway, that's love. And then there's the song about walking in the rain and the snow where there's nowhere to go. I mean, why are you going outside if you have nowhere to go? I mean, you should be inside with, maybe a blanket, maybe watch a movie, a cup of soup.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they say something like, it feels like dying. Well, I'm going to turn the page here because I had to write all this down because that doesn't sound like romance. I mean, if someone's dying, maybe it's in a zombie apocalypse movie. And then, head over heels. Heart skipped a beat, can't breathe, butterflies, weak knees. That's not love. That's symptoms that you go to urgent care for. and then, of course, he says, "Oh, she stole my heart." No, that's felony organ theft right there. And you don't want someone stealing your heart. I mean, without your heart, I guess love dies, and then so do you. Okay, and then the next one. Okay, strikes. Love strikes you. Well, I don't want anything striking me. Then they say it hits you like a truck. Hit by a truck. That's not Valentine's Day. That's a week in intensive care with multiple injuries. I don't think being in a full body cast is the way to start any relationship.
Sounds like a big woman.
Well, and so just let me get this straight here. You fell. Something inside of you is dead. Your heart skipped a beat. You can't breathe. I got robbed of an organ. Love struck me. And now I've been hit by a truck. And somehow that all ends with flowers and chocolates. But they say love is worth it. They say if you're willing to go through the violence, the ER visits, the emotional whiplash, the letdowns, maybe it is. So good luck out there. And remember, love may be blind. Maybe that explains how you got hit by a truck, fell down the stairs, and you never saw it coming. But hey, one good thing about love, you didn't see it coming. It just hits you like a truck. Wait, maybe second thought. Maybe they should have medical insurance for people who are just falling in love and are in a new relationship. That just to cover the things that could happen. Anyway, falling in love, getting hit by a truck, anyway, this is Ken Owens with Panic Time.
There you go, Ken Owens. Hey, Ken, one quick question. I have two things. First, I have a Valentine for you.
You do?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Roses are red. Roses are red. Violets are blue. This card's not worth $12, and neither are you.
Wait, but I still get a part, right?
You do. And I'm just kidding.
And Val,
that was awesome.
Val is beautiful as ever.
She is.
I see her right down here on the screen. Yeah, Val and Scott. Well, So anyway, happy Valentine's, everybody! And
don't go yet, Ken. I got something else for you. I said two. I said two. One more, and I made this because I knew you were going to talk about Valentine's. I have a Valentine's movie montage, and set with us through it. We'll giggle. Okay?
Oh, I'd love it.
I love you, Schmoopsy Poo.
Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you.
I love you. I suppose I shouldn't have said that, with my husband dead so short a time.
Give me a bowl of chickens.
I love carpet.
I love being an American. America is #1.
Like it? I love it!
I think I'm gonna be seasick.
Here, try one of these.
What are they?
Rainbow drops. Suck them and you can spit in 7 different colors.
Candyman and posse mixes if with love makes the world taste good.
Herald lad of Glencairn to you.
Okay. But remember this, Pigeon. A human heart has only so much room for love and affection.
What are you doing?
I'm not a boyfriend. We're just lovers. I mean, no. We're just friends.
This must be some kind of...
Looks like love at first sight to me.
But despite my extra toes and my goiter and my nose, I really want to make a love connection.
I've had 3 lovers in 4 years.
Not bad.
And all of them ran a distant second to a good book and a warm bath.
Great Scott! Why is a woman in love like a welder? Because they both carry a torch.
Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that.
A princess locked in a tower and beset by a dragon is rescued by a brave knight. And then they share true love's first kiss.
I love weddings. Drinks all around.
As the years passed, he fell into despair and lost all hope.
He did.
Yeah, she wants to meet me at the top of the Empire State Building.
On Valentine's Day.
Tank, load the jump program.
What if he makes it?
No one's ever made the first jump.
Jump for it, Patrick!
Jump! I'm right behind you!
Jump! Don't
Jump! Whoa. Nice jump, Spider-Man!
Valentine's Day. Bummer.
Yeah, bummer. There you go. That's our 2026 Valentine's montage. Bunch of moving clips sewed together. There you go.
Thank you so very much. And don't forget, it's Saturday the 14th. You still have time to go out and get that card, the flowers, the chocolates. So don't give up on love. It's out there. Just sometimes you have to step in. Anyway, have a great day.
All right,
Now,
there you go.
all I got to say, if you really love someone, though, Andy's Lice Farm, a present from there, probably isn't the best place to start.
Yeah, don't listen to her, though, Ken. I'm digging the poor man's caviar.
No. Anyway, thanks for Andy's Lice Farm, and thank you. Scott and Val Saves the Universe. Y'all have a great day.
Yay!
You too, Ken.
Bye.
All right, Val, I got a couple more of those Valentines for you. Valentine's Day isn't about love. It's about proving you remembered. Nothing says romance like mandatory feelings.
Nothing whatsoever.
Love is patient, love is kind, and love definitely forgot to make reservations. There you go. All right, we are coming up on the top of the hour. Real quick, I had a soapbox, Val, and I'm just going to throw it in and break things up before we go to break. And my soapbox today was humans are confident, busy, and frequently incorrect. And we like to believe we're a highly evolved species, but we also hop on places like the platform of Facebook and argue with strangers online while sitting comfortably on our couches, and it's just not right. I want to point out something, and obviously people aren't looking, and this is notorious throughout Facebook, especially in our political comment. You got people on the left and your right, and they're each posting nasty stuff and fighting with each other. But when you see one of these posts, maybe they're praising President Trump, maybe they're bashing President Trump, whichever is the case, please look up at the top of the post and look for the name of the person who posted that post. 99% of the time, it is someone with a name you cannot pronounce from outside of the United States who has strictly put that post up there to get you to argue with people that think differently, to make them money and clicks and follows and all that kind of stuff for nefarious person. Are they just in it for the money? Are they being supported by Russia or some other country to try and cause more instability and hate in the United States? But look at it. No, I'm not kidding you. Pay attention. When you see a Trump post, 99% of them being posted are from people outside the United States. It's a trap, and please do not fall into it.
And if they didn't create the post, they're probably commenting on it in some way that is so stupid you
are
hardly
enraged.
Can't refrain from responding, and that's all they want.
So pay attention to what you are actually participating in online. And that's our message for you as we get ready to go to break. When we come back, the one and only Alan Milani with your national weather forecast on Scott and Val Save the Universe.
Scott and Val Save the Universe will be right back. They're probably heating up a chocolate teapot. I hate this job. It's total bollocks, isn't it? Their mum must have been real knackered after raising these two wibble-wielding squiffies.
Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:05.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota, Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by
Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chihuahua.
This is KCHW 102.7.
It's 8:07.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chihuahua, Colville, Kettle Falls.
KCHW 102.7. Scott with you this morning, and we're bringing you a little weather and more. We're going to let you know that this report is made possible by a donation from 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort, and we'll give you those ski conditions in just a few minutes. But let's take a look at the weather forecast for us here in the valley today. 46 degrees for a high temperature. They're saying there's a chance of some snow flurries this morning, but pretty warm. Partly cloudy later in the day and mostly clear tonight and down to 29. For your Wednesday, 47 and 29 with sunny skies. For Thursday, 43 and 30 with morning clouds and afternoon sun. Then for Friday, 41 and 33 with cloudy skies and a 15% chance of rain. Looking at the weekend, now Saturday, 25% chance of rain, mostly cloudy skies, high of 40, low of 31. Sunday, morning snow showers, that will turn to rain. That chance of precipitation at 35%. Sunday, 41 for a high. 30 for a low. Looking ahead to next Monday, snow rain mix, 41 and 31. So end of February, you're kind of seeing a little winter. All right, let's take a look and see what happens on top of the mountains today. At the base, they have a snow depth of 14 inches. At the summit, it is 25 inches. Conditions, current weather conditions, clear skies. I also want to let you know that they are saying it's got great groomed snow today because of the hard work and dedication of their snow surface teams. Going to be a great day on the hill, and that's a look at weather. Don't forget, just minutes away, it's Scott and Val Save the Universe. Stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7, and this report made possible by a donation.
And we're back. Yes, somehow still on the air for part 2 of the Scott and Val Save the Universe show. The only program brave enough to tackle cosmic chaos, armed with opinions, questionable logic, and absolutely no official clearance. If the universe is saved today, it'll be by accident. Strap in, lower your expectations. Let's carry on. It's time for RFN weather. Here with your national weather outlook is Alan Two Shoes Milani.
Alan Two Shoes Milani!
The one, the only Alan Two Shoes Milani.
Good morning, Alan.
My best part of the morning show, Alan, is when you were waiting to come on, because I can see you and no one else can see you on camera yet, and you're so excited you're already grinning ear to ear. It's so cool. So hats off to Alan. What you got for us today? Across the country.
Got a little bit of weather across the country for you.
All right.
Am I echoing really bad on your end?
No, not at all. It's You probably got a speaker on, and it's feeding back.
No, our house is absolutely empty, so I'm bouncing off all the walls. Yeah, pretty much. All right, weather warriors, let's buckle up. It's Tuesday, and Mother Nature's mood swings make reality TV look stable. We start things off in the inland Pacific Northwest, where folks are wondering if fog is now just in the job description. Tuesday morning will greet you with patchy fog that's basically nature's way of saying you'll be late if you don't leave early. By midday, it tries to be partly sunny with highs around the mid-40s. Fog may make a cameo again in the evenings because it just can't help itself. Tuesday and Wednesday for Spokane and the rest of the Inland Empire look like a temperate reunion. Highs around the mid-40s, sun peeking through like an awkward guest, and generally nice enough to trick you into thinking spring's RSVP'd early. Slight cloud cover rolls in Thursday with fog still clinging to Tuesday's personality, and by Friday, oh boy, we have our first sniff of precipitation. Now, this isn't the grab your kayak kind of storm yet, but there's a smidge of rain, even a rain shower flirtation for the weekend as snow levels bounce around like your coworker's attendance at a Zoom meeting. Highs barely crack the 40s, and Saturday looks like a confused mixtape of rain and snow chances. Meanwhile, down in Seattle, Tuesday brings some dignity back with sunny skies and highs near 50 to 52 for the first time in what feels like forever. It's the weather version of "we cleaned the kitchen." Wednesday keeps the trend going, mostly sunny and slightly smug, but Thursday through Saturday, clouds and rain throw their annual cocktail party, and everyone's invited. Rain becomes more likely by Friday through Saturday, and yes, your umbrella will be your new emotional support animal. West Coast can expect that atmospheric river talk meteorologists love so much, not because it's cute, but because it means water falling and wind practicing for its role in Lord of the Rings. The Pac Northwest and Western Washington could get rounds of rain and gusty conditions with possible urban and river flooding flagged this week as rivers swell and soils saturate from repeated moisture invasions. The Midwest, you're going to see cooler temps and more of those storms that say maybe rain, maybe snow. We'll call it a combo platter. It's the weather equivalent of ordering everything on the menu. Expect a little bit of everything, slick roads, flurries, the works. The South and Southeast looking at some unsettled patterns, pockets of showers and thunderstorms through the week, Friday into the weekend. The chance for showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two bumps up as warm, moist air sloshes in like someone who drank your soda without asking. The Northeast, a chilly front approaches midweek with transitional showers and flurries. Not much in the way of blockbuster storms, but enough to make commuters say, ugh, under their breath. The Southwest is going to be mainly dry desert vibes this week with mild warmth, perfect if heat stroke isn't on your bingo card. Weekend recap, the Pac Northwest, wet and gray with a chance of slush at higher elevations. Midwest and Northwest, showers and temperature flirting with seasonal storms. South and Southeast, more humidity plus scattered storms. Southwest, dry and smug. Summary, Tuesday starts civilized in the inland Northwest before clouds and occasional showers crash the weekend party. Seattle gets sun early, but who knows how long that'll last. Across the country, the weather menu includes fog, rain, occasional snow, and for some regions, weather that can be best described as moodier than your ex's text messages.
I like that. Dry and smug in the Southwest.
Dry and smug.
So they got a little attitude. Huh. You got any of that space news for me this week? You know how spacey I am.
I do, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's time for the only forecast where the phrase extreme atmospheric pressure is not a metaphor for your inbox. We're going to head out past Saturn to Uranus, the sideways planet that rolls around the sun like it forgot how chairs work. Tuesday, expect frigid conditions, and by frigid, we mean a casual minus 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds in the upper atmosphere could rip along at over 500 miles an hour, which is great news if you hate your hat and want it in another solar system. Wednesday into Thursday, more of the same. Thick clouds of hydrogen, helium, and methane keep things looking like a giant, slightly judgmental blue-green marble. Methane in the atmosphere absorbs red light, which gives Uranus that lovely aqua color. Basically, the planet said, I only wear cool tones. Friday, long-term forecast models show absolutely zero chance of a beach day. Pressure remains crushing, visibility is terrible, and the wind chill is listed as don't. Scientists have observed massive storms here before, so somewhere on Uranus, weather forecasters are dramatically pointing and swirling cloud systems no one can stand anyway. Weather outlook still tilted on its side at a wild 98-degree angle. Uranus continues experiencing sessions that last over 20 Earth years, seasons that last over 20 Earth years. So if you're watching for spring, pack a snack, a decades-long snack. Surface landings are discouraged due to the minor issue of Uranus not actually having a solid surface. It's mostly ice and gas, which makes real estate development tricky.
Val, where's the wind ripping right now?
Seems to be whipping around Uranus.
That's the only planet where I'm going to wear a thong. Wow. Oh, I'm crying, Alan. Wow. I've never heard that word. I'm glad you pronounced it the original way than the way people are trying to new pronounce it. But I don't think I've heard that word that many times in a row on the radio.
Uranus.
On radio.
Wow. Best one yet. Definitely one to rewatch. Alan Milani, ladies and gentlemen, with national weather. One question. You were talking about atmospheric rivers and the West Coast again. Are we looking at more flooding in Seattle? Just kind of curious.
At this point, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it's going to be a big enough storm to do that.
All right.
So.
All right. Excellent job once again. Alan Milani and National Weather. Thank you, Alan. See you next Tuesday.
All right.
All right.
See you guys. Bye,
All
Val.
right. That's always a fun one. All right. Me and Val moving along this morning. I'm going to back up a little bit. We've got some major global and cultural events. Sometimes we call them goofy holidays, and I had some fun ones today. Today is the Lunar New Year, or the Chinese New Year. This is one of the most significant cultural holidays globally, celebrated with family gatherings, fireworks, and traditional red decorations. So the Lunar New Year today.
Oh, very cool.
All right. Any more, Val?
I have to catch up, and
Okay.
I was trying to find where you had the Lunar New Year story so that I could figure out where you were.
Okay. So I'm up by where it said the montage where we left off and where I did my little soapboxing. Let's see.
I got you now. Sorry, I'm on board, so I can take the Safer Internet Day.
Please do it.
Observed on the second Tuesday of February. This day promotes the responsible and safe use of digital technology, especially for children.
Okay. All right. World Pulses Day, a UN-recognized day to raise awareness about the nutritional benefits and sustainability of pulses, such as beans, lentils, and chickpeas. Pulses. Yeah.
Okay. Just a little Scott and Val Save the Universe note for those watching us on YouTube is Scott's going to change that screen in just a second.
Oh, thank you so much, Val. We're looking for a switcher, just a guy to press the buttons.
Yes.
I've got one crooked finger, as you can see.
The only button Scott forgets to push. All right. A public holiday in Malta commemorating the shipwreck of St. Paul on the island in 60 AD is called the Feast of St. Paul's Shipwreck.
Yeah, wow, you got really creative with that one. National Flannel Day. This is a day for rednecks to celebrate the comfort and style of flannel. Val?
Oh, and I think Alan kind of hit on this one. It's National Umbrella Day, and it honors one of the world's most useful inventions for staying dry.
Which is? The umbrella. Oh, okay, I get it. National Cream Cheese Brownie Day, a holiday food dedicated to marbled chocolate and cheese treat. There you go. Yum.
Cream cheese brownie day. I like that. International Cribbage Day.
Okay.
That sounds boring. Commemorates the birthday of Sir John Suckling, the credited inventor of the card game.
Ooh, all right. National Deworming Day. Had to work that in.
Of course.
Major health initiative focused on child wellness, particularly in India, but I'm going to go ahead and get dewormed today as well. Thank you. On camera.
In solidarity.
Go, Val. We should all do it. Let's all get one.
Diplomatic Employee Day, a professional holiday celebrated by diplomats in Russia.
Skip that. And it's Teddy Day, part of the Valentine Week celebration leading up to February 14th. There you go. And that is your goofy holidays.
I'm trying to decide whether, since it's Valentine's Day, is this Teddy as in a teddy bear?
Yes.
Or Teddy as in lingerie?
Oh. Well,
it is Valentine's Day after all.
I would prefer, if I have a choice, I would prefer the lingerie. Even if it's just for me. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get me something, what am I going to do with teddy bear? I'll take the lingerie.
Because you look so sexy in it, Scott.
Yeah, I wear a bustier like nobody else. All right, I think it's a time.
Doing that on live on the radio, too.
Yes, we'll be doing that live. So stand by for my deworming and that.
That.
And if you haven't left yet, you might want to right now. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show that goes nowhere yet somehow everywhere is about to astound you again. Live from the tropical country of Belize, it's your RFN entertainment guy, Joe. What? Joe Wools. Joe Wolchinski.
No?
Woolzinski.
Close the dock then?
It's time for Ski by the Sea from Scott and Val. Save the Universe.
Now I know why he pronounces our names wrong every week. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, live from Belize, Joe Wolchinski.
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Val.
Good morning, Joe.
I need to apologize. I got a phone call from the network, and they said I need to get my act together. I need to behave. They mentioned something about the lemon clause. I wasn't sure what they were talking about, but then it dawned on me. So, so I apologize.
The lemon clause?
The lemon.
The lemon clause. The lemon. And what is that?
Yeah, and then it dawned on me. Okay, so if I'm going to make these tired jokes, you really need to pay attention to the news, Scott, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, they did say that if I behaved, that someday I could be maybe the Secretary of War. Yeah, we good.
That'd be explosive.
So anyway, today we're going to talk about games.
Okay.
And the game we're going to talk about is Fallout. Now, people kept on talking about Fallout, and I wasn't sure what they were talking about. I thought maybe this is what would happen if the Republicans did not win the midterm elections, Fallout. But I don't think it is. So we're going to talk about Fallout. So it's also a popular TV show, from what I understand. So, key Fallout updates for 2026.
Okay.
Scott, do you play games?
I do.
Do you? What game do you play?
Risk.
Risk. Okay.
Like the show.
Actually, honestly, for my career, showing up on the show every morning is a risk.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about something else.
For us, too.
I need to take a drink.
Me too.
How's Nigel this morning? Okay, I must continue. So anyway, Fallout expansion. This was listed on January 26, 2026. The theme is inspired by the Amazon Prime Fallout TV series.
Okay.
Characters featured: Dogmeat, The Ghoul, Gunslinger, and other fan favorites. Format: limited time release expansion. The purpose: it bridges the gap until Fallout 5. I guess there's a Fallout 1, 2, 3. Okay, anyway. Offering lore connections between the show and the game. Have you watched this show, Fallout?
I have.
You know, we just started. I don't know. We made it through, I don't know, a couple episodes so far, I guess.
Yeah, they're old. They're
Really,
behind.
The only fallout I saw on TV was the Bad Bunny show and the fallout of all the stuff. Everybody all upset about it. I don't know. Anyway, okay.
There was some fallout.
Yes, there was.
He is America's only hot bunny.
Yes. So, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. It was released in 2025, so I apologize I'm late for the news. It celebrated the 10th anniversary of Fallout 4. I guess that's another game. Its content. It has enhanced visuals, bundled DLC, and performance improvements. You know, I wish I
Scott,
had a
I think
doll.
I was going to say Scott needs a little
Performance improvements? Possibly.
No, I just need my DLC bundled.
I hope you know what that is, because I don't. Okay, where was I?
It sounds
yes.
uncomfortable.
Yes. Okay, so the significance of this is it keeps Fallout 4 relevant while fans wait for Fallout 5. So they get to, I guess, sit around their mom's basement and just wait. Okay, anyway. Fallout 5 status. There is no official release date yet. But Beth, whatever that is, has hinted that Fallout 5 is in the pipeline, but development is expected to follow the Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay.
Now, I've got a couple of games here, or a couple of jokes here that have to deal with the Fallout series. And I guess probably the only one who will understand them are people who live in their basement, their parents' basements, and maybe Scott. Scott, didn't you used to keep a girl in your basement or something? There was a
No,
rumor
and,
about
and
that.
Joe, my parents are dead. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, so here's the first joke that maybe some people will get hold of. In Fallout, you wander through a wasteland scavenging for clean water. In America, you wander through the grocery store scavenging for bottled water that doesn't cost more than your rent.
True.
In Fallout, everyone hoards bottle caps as currency. In America, we hoard student debts like it's collectible.
Nice.
Okay, all right. Well, guess what? Hey, that's it for today's show. I'm going to go have a couple of shots of liquor because maybe what will happen is I can get elected as the head of the Department of Health.
Ooh,
Oh.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Well, wait till you get the brainworm.
Oh, and also, today's show, my own show, I'm going to give it 1 apple banana and 1 coconut.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Is that like
Big
the
and
world's
small.
smallest banana?
That's an apple banana. As a
Never
matter of
heard of
fact, I
such a
think I'll
thing.
eat it right now.
All
All
right,
right,
all right.
ladies
This
and
is
gentlemen,
great.
thank you very much. And this is Ski by the Sea, your entertainment guy. Hopefully, you're entertained.
All right. And look at that tiny banana he has.
I know, the cutest little banana ever.
You know, Scott, you just opened me up for a big joke, but I don't think we can say that on this show.
All right. We had enough on Alan's segment, okay? We don't need anything on the edge. All the edge stuff's done for the rest of the day. But hats off to you. Enjoy your time in Belize, you spoiled man. And Joel Wazinski, live on the radio.
I get the joke now, Uranus. I got it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. All right, we'll see you Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. All right, once again, Joel Wazinski, there you go. Oh, wow. You know, for a show that almost didn't happen, it's going pretty good.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. It could
I
be
don't know if
clunkier.
anybody's watching or listening, but
Oh, we got all those
know.
people on the radio. And don't forget about the 150,000 hours of online listening last month. So don't feel like we're alone. It's just not true, Val. All right. Moving on to a few news headlines. Always fun when you've got a show that's spacey and about space is to do a little space news. And if Val is all cut up, we've got our news headlines for today. And kicking it off with a NASA one, if you're in line with me.
I do. I am, finally.
All right.
All right. NASA says final testing continues for its Artemis 2 mission, the first crewed lunar flyby in more than a half a century. Wow. During a briefing Monday at Kennedy Space Center, engineers outlined ongoing structural inspections and fuel system verification on the Space Launch System rocket. Agency officials acknowledge the testing schedule remains tight, but confirm there have been no changes to the mission timeline, keeping Artemis 2 on track for launch later this year. Federal transportation safety officials are warning that airline runway near miss incidents.
That's why there's a space there.
It segued into another story. Sorry, I'll stop now.
All right, so Artemis 2 is on track for a launch later this year. It's only taken us, I don't know, like 50 years to get back to the moon. All right. What Val started there, transportation safety officials warning that airline runway near miss accidents are way more frequent at U.S. airports. That's right. National Transportation Safety Board released a report Friday examining recent close calls involving aircraft taxiing or taking off in congested conditions. Investigators say increased air traffic following the pandemic, combined with aging ground monitoring systems, crowded airport layouts, has all significantly reduced safety margins. No injuries have been reported in these new incidents that they released, but they are stressing that the trend is concerning and urging airports to accelerate upgrades to surface-monitored technology. There you go.
Oh, don't want a serious accident. All right. Overseas, European energy regulators say emergency measures will remain in effect across several countries as winter weather continues to strain power grids. Officials in Germany, France, and Italy announced Sunday that temporary price caps and demand management programs will be extended due to ongoing cold conditions and unpredictable late winter forecasts. Regulators emphasize that energy systems remain stable and that there is no immediate crisis, but warn that sustained demand could still pressure supplies in the coming weeks.
Oh, it sounds like they're really trying to ease fears. Maybe you shouldn't have just did the story since everything's okay. Instead of scaring everybody. All right, key House lawmakers on Monday pushed for more information on the sex trafficking probe of disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein and raised the prospect of new criminal prosecutions. Speaking outside a Justice Department's officer after reviewing unredacted files in the new inquiry, Republican Thomas Massey and Democrat Ro McCanna said they believe there are 6 men whose names have not been revealed who should face criminal charges. Speaking outside a Justice Department office after reviewing the unredacted files in the Epstein inquiry, Republican Thomas Massey and Ro McCanna said they believe, I'm sorry, it's the same paragraph again.
I was waiting for you to discover that.
Thank you. If you're reading ahead, warn me. All right, Massey said he's willing to give Attorney General Pam Bondi more time to make their names public, but said he would list the names on the House floor if he has to. Do it. Do it. Do it.
It's interesting that some of the files, because a lot of them are heavily redacted. So some of the ones that came out in the new batch redacted the sender of the email to Jeffrey Epstein, who you would assume would then be considered a perpetrator, but didn't redact some of the names of the survivors. So is this they're in such a hurry that they're shoddy redacting, or is this all purposeful?
It's hard to say, but with millions of documents, I would tend to say they were rushed. I know they said they pulled 1,500. This was the story out of the White House. Well, at least the Democratic side is that they pulled in 1,500 FBI agents to go through these documents and redact them, specifically ordered by the Department of Justice to remove Trump's name.
Yes.
So we'll never know the truth. But should, I mean, you know what I like to say is of all the accusations that have happened to Trump over the past since 2016, if only 1% of them are true, he's a creep. He's figured out.
We have, or the country as a whole, I should say, has freaked out more about the 15 minutes of the Super Bowl halftime show than they seem to have freaked out about the whole Epstein file situation. All right. So maybe we need to look at our priorities, people.
All right, let's move along this morning. It's called It Happened Today, and it's a little bit of history for you. We're going to start off in 1949. Jumping Joe Fulks of the Philadelphia Warriors introduced the basketball jump shot and scored a then NBA record 63 points against the Indianapolis Jets. 1949. Pretty cool.
All right, in 1957, the styrofoam cooler was invented. And ever since
oh, man, calm down. Wow.
And then you hear the
yeah. And fish crying everywhere. All right. 1962 captured U-2 pilot Francis Gary Powers would be exchanged for the Soviet spy Rudolf Abel. Sounds evil.
Right, we'll move ahead to 93. With 90 million Americans watching, Michael Jackson told Oprah Winfrey his light skin was caused by a disorder called vitiligo. I knew how to say it, just need to take me a second. Vitiligo. He admitted he had had minor plastic surgery on his nose.
1993, the first time a lie was told on television. 1996, IBM's Deep Blue defeated chess champion Garry Kasparov in a single game, signaling a turning point for artificial intelligence, and that was back in 96.
Wow. Yeah. So we're looking at 30 years ago already?
Yeah.
Wow. 2014, a report from the Center for Responsive Politics said that millionaires made up the majority of Congress.
Duh. Millionaires and George Santos. Comedian Jon Stewart announced he would leave The Daily Show at the end of the year. That was 2015. And thanks to Trump, he's back. We need him, too.
We do. 2016, scientists confirmed the detection of gravitational waves, validating a prediction made by Albert Einstein a century earlier.
Ooh. Astronomers to 2021 confirmed the planetoid named Far Far Out.
Far Far Out?
Yeah, where's that planet? Well, it's Far Far Out. It's the most distant planet orbiting the sun, almost 4 times more distant than Pluto. Far Far Out. That's where you'll find
Far
it.
Far Out. Far out, man.
All right, celebrity birthdays, Val. You want to roll them out real quick?
Sure. Laura Dern from Little Women and Jurassic Park films is 57 today. Elizabeth Banks, who is in 30 Rock, 50 years old. Emma Roberts from American Horror Story is 33. Mackenzie Vega from The Good Wife is 30. And Chloe Grace Moretz from Shadow in the Clouds is 27.
All right, my sister, what would you like to hear first? I'm going to give you a choice. I have ready to go. We've got Sports with Nigel or my Valentine's song I produced this past week for the show today.
Well, I think that you should save the best for last, so do Nigel first.
Oh, are you trying to rekindle the war?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was mean. I apologize.
You don't sound very serious about your apology. You're pretty sure about it. We're going to go with Nigel. All right, a little sports right here on Scott and Val Save the Universe.
It's time for me! I'm Nigel, and welcome to post-game therapy. Time to calm down, have a word with ourselves, and pretend we're not emotionally invested with sports stuff. Let's begin, shall we? So, that was Super Bowl 60?
The Seattle Seahawks walked into Santa Clara and rather sorted things out, defeating the New England Patriots in a contest that began with promise and ended with New England having a bit of a mare. Seattle's defense was everywhere, organized, aggressive, and clearly on the same page. The Patriots' offense, meanwhile, looked like a diorama project assembled 5 minutes before it was due.
Plenty of effort, very little cohesion.
Seattle moved the ball tidily, took their points when offered, and never once appeared flustered New England.
On the other hand,
spent much of the evening looking slightly gobsmacked.
As though someone had moved the furniture and no one told them.
The Seahawks didn't need fireworks.
They didn't need theatrics.
They simply did the job, which is often how championships are won and how dynasties quietly sigh. As for the halftime show, flashy,
loud, polished,
very impressive,
very American,
and entirely unrelated to the football,
which I believe is now tradition.
Bad Bunny,
the only super hot rabbit brave enough to stick it in the face of your favorite felon. President.
And that, mercifully, was that.
In the NBA.
The hardwood delivered some proper headlines this week.
Wins,
losses, and performances that were decidedly not waffle.
First up, on February 8th.
The New York Knicks stunned the Boston Celtics.
The 11-11-89 in Beantown.
Jalen Brunson
poured in 31 points.
to lead New York,
snapping Boston's 5-game winning streak in the process.
And it wasn't
wasn't just the usual suspects. The San Antonio Spurs' Stefan Castle put on a night to remember, posting a 40-point triple-double, only the third such 40-point triple-double in Spurs history. He hit an absurd 15 out of 19 from the floor and even chipped in steals and a block, reminding everyone that sometimes the league still throws you a proper spectacle, rather merely a tidy effort. There's also the All-Star rosters, an upcoming Shooting Stars competition scheduled for February 14 at the Intuit Dome, where legends and current players will descend in a timed shooting event guaranteed to be far more polished than some of the defenses we've seen this week. In short,
Proper basketball at last, in the realm of international peculiarity.
speed skating.
Has seen an extraordinary moment.
Sander Eitram skated the 5,000 meters in 5:50.52.
The first time any human has broken the 6-minute barrier at this distance.
A feat so remarkable that statisticians are now revising their probability model
With a mixture of awe.
and existential dread.
It's the kind of achievement that makes you nod politely
Sip your tea.
and wonder if perhaps we've simply been underestimating how slippery ice really is.
So that was your current sports week. A Super Bowl I will call a real proper mess. NBA contest with nuanced tactical battles and a speed skating milestone that defies the tyranny of counting minutes.
I remain, as ever, Nigel, encouraging you to enjoy sport in all its forms, to marvel at human achievement, and to laugh politely at how seriously we take these contests.
Now go on!
Okay, now once again, I probably owe Nigel just a bit of an apology, because that recap of the Super Bowl halftime show was brilliant and spot on. And so, Nigel, good job. I should have left you for last.
No. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. And this is the thing about AI. Sometimes where'd he get a friend? Where did the announcer friend come from?
That's what I wondered. I was like, he's multiplying. I don't know. Should we be afraid?
I told him to generate sports, and that's what he had 2 guys in it, and I was like, I didn't ask for that, but it works.
That's the beginning of the takeover, though.
Trying to get it to do it again, though. Trying to get AI to do that again probably won't happen. But I kind of like that version. Every week, it's a little different. Even though I've templated him and locked it in, every week he's there's something random about him. I actually yelled at him last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
they quit doing that?
Yeah. So there you go. RAI, a mind of his own. Sometimes he even picks on Val. If you're listening earlier, Val wrote Nigel a song based on their past few weeks of arguing with an AI. And after his sensitivity training, things have balanced out. Val wrote a song, going to post that after the show today. And I wrote one for Valentine's. I'm going to post that on this show after the show today as well. We also repost different segments that are time sensitive. We try to do a drop of a video every day on Scott and Val Save the Universe. But on Tuesdays, we drop Alan's weather report because that is time sensitive. And we need to get that out. And also Nigel's sports. So those clips on our songs will be available later today on our YouTube channel and Facebook channel, Scott and Val Save the Universe. Whew. Now, are you ready for my song, Val?
Yes, very ready.
All right. This is a song I wrote for Valentine's Day. And you know, sometimes I'm kind of negative with the love aspect because I've had my heart stomped on so many times.
Remember, that's something to panic about.
What, Val?
Remember, the whole love thing in relationships is something to panic about.
That's right. So this is a little bit of both. I call it Dead Saints and Cheap Wine. It is. It's true.
There's hearts on mugs, there's bears with lies. Forever starts, hey, it's marked down twice. Nothing says romance quite like this. A $12 card and a guilt trip kiss. Some say got executed, now I'm guilted into wine. That's not fate, that's a reach, and frankly it's a crime. They say it's about connection, soulmate sparks and design. Funny how it mostly happens right before closing time. Saint Valentine lost his head for love, or so the legend said. Nothing says romance like death, even when spoken with chocolate breath. Raise a glass to cardboard hearts and a saint who's long dead. If this is love's big holiday, I'll take pizza instead. Couples fighting over nothing, singles thriving out of spite. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Hope you make it through the night. Happy Valentine's from me, lighting candles for one. It's just me, myself, and Netflix, and honestly, we're having fun. Couples fighting candlelight over who forgot the plan. We forgot nothing at all tonight, except another woman or man. They say love hurts, makes you grow. That sounds really hard, you know. I'll take peace and extra leg room. Happy Valentine's, I never wait for the bathroom. I don't need a giant gesture or a diamond shaped like that. My heart's intact, my standards high. I'm alone, but I'll get by. Happy Valentine's to all, to the single saint in sky, to the folks who dodged a bullet and the ones still dodging cars. Red balloons over frozen food. Panic buying, needing something rude. Their bears already shedding as it ends in separate bedding. They say love is sacrifice, that explains a lot. Funny how the happiest faces disappear by March. Here's to commitment bought in bulk. Raise a glass to cardboard hearts. Nothing screams romance like an upset stomach from sweet tarts. You can keep your crowded tables and your scripted candlelight. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Let's survive another night. Is slowly dying. No passive aggressive silence.
I'm fine. Really.
Raise a glass to cardboard hearts. To the single and the stuck. To the ones in love for real and the ones just down. Raise a glass to cardboard hearts. To the single and the stuck. To the ones in love for real and the ones just down on the leg.
I'm fine. Really.
And if you hear that at the end of Valentine's night, you're in trouble. I'm fine. Really?
Really?
I thought it was the perfect end to the song.
Oh, my. I can see how cynical my brother is about love.
A little bit of both in there, though. There's some good stuff.
Yeah. Very cute.
And I think you kind of experienced when you wrote your song and then you heard it, you couldn't stop listening to it. I think I've spun that one about 20 times. I get bored around the house because I'd have YouTube. I have our YouTube channel. I have YouTube on Roku. So I can go right to our channel and all the music that me and you post is right there. And I'll just tell it to play it. And it plays one of our videos after the other. And I really like the EDM ones for working out. Believe it or not, I do exercise.
I like the a diamond shape like debt. Isn't that the line?
Yeah, diamond shape. Yeah, I like. My favorite was especially when I wrote it. I about died. I was like chocolate breath. Oh my god, kissing somebody with chocolate breath. All right, so fun stuff there. If you enjoyed the videos, we will put them up after the show. And I think we have one more very important thing to do for you before we can go today.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. It's time for Odd News with Scott and Val. The only segment brave enough to ask, who let this happen? And then read it out loud anyway. Proof that evolution is taking a coffee break in America. And one or two other places too. These are real stories involving real people who woke up that morning and chose chaos. If you're thinking, surely no one would actually do that, allow us to assure you, yes, they would, repeatedly. So settle in, lower your expectations, and remember, this isn't fiction. It's humanity, unsupervised, on Odd News with Scott and Val.
There you go. And the Valentine's fun continuing for today's Odd News. First story, Val.
All right, a Valentine's Day surprise in Ohio went spectacularly wrong last week after a man accidentally sent a romantic group text meant for his partner to more than 40 co-workers, including his boss and the company's human resource department. According to multiple employees, the message sent late in the evening included affectionate language, pet names, and a detailed plan for a Valentine's getaway. The sender reportedly realized the mistake only after receiving a reply from a coworker asking whether the message was meant for internal distribution. By the following morning, the message had already been screenshotted, discussed, and unofficially titled the most aggressive team bonding exercise of 2026. The sender issued a company-wide apology email acknowledging the error and blaming autocorrect, exhaustion, and trusting technology too much. Same excuse we've used before. Human Resources confirmed no disciplinary action was taken, but employees say the incident has permanently changed how meetings feel, particularly when the sender speaks.
Additional note to this story, he's now been put in charge of all corporate mergers.
Nothing says workplace transparency like accidental intimacy.
Oh, I have a sound effect for that one. What did they have to say about him?
He's fat, he's a fool, and he's an embarrassment to ninjas everywhere.
Oh, ninja.
Oh, ninja.
New Jersey, a retired teacher returned a library cookbook nearly 50 years overdue after finding it while downsizing. Library waived all fees and thanked her publicly, calling it one of the longest overdue returns they'd ever seen, nearly as old as her pot roast.
A new, delicious Soylent Green, the miracle food of high-energy plankton gathered from the oceans of the world.
Soylent Green is people!
Now you know what she's cooking.
Exactly.
50 years.
Needed a recipe for it. And in Tokyo, a new smart home health watch AI monitoring system alerted emergency responders after detecting prolonged inactivity in an elderly resident's bathroom. First responders found the individual dehydrated but safe, crediting the smart system with preventing a more serious medical emergency.
The future's helpful and invasive.
I'm sorry, but I just like to touch human skin through a surgical glove, that's all. I'm going to be in perfect health before you die.
Oh, good. Good for her. Honestly, if I play that again, I'm pretty sure that's the way I want to go out.
I just got to say, her AI isn't like Nigel at all. No. I mean, hers is creepy enough to enter the bathroom with you.
Let us know if anything like that happens this week, Val, please. All right. Take us to Pennsylvania.
Police in Pennsylvania say a man was arrested last week after allegedly attempting to rob a convenience store using a handwritten note and then apologizing mid-robbery when the clerk started laughing. According to authorities in Lancaster County, the suspect entered the store late Friday night and passed the cashier a note demanding money. The clerk reportedly laughed after reading it, believing it was a joke due to spelling errors and the phrase, "Please don't panic." Or maybe you should panic, but don't panic. But maybe you should. Surveillance footage shows the suspect becoming visibly uncomfortable, apologizing and asking for the note back before leaving the store empty-handed. Police were able to identify and arrest the suspect using security footage and license plate readers nearby. No injuries were reported, and investigators say the man admitted he didn't think it through.
Here's what the police had to say.
He's fat, he's a fool, and he's an embarrassment to ninjas everywhere.
Oh. Not that escalates a crime faster than polite uncertainty.
Is this what happens when anxiety becomes a felony?
Yeah. Do the next one. That's even better.
He didn't abort the mission. The mission rejected him.
Firefighters in British Columbia responded to an unusual emergency over the weekend after a man became trapped inside a donation bin while attempting to retrieve clothing he had previously dropped off. Officials say the incident happened early Saturday morning in Surrey, where the man climbed into the metal bin head first and became stuck when the door closed behind him. Bystanders heard shouting and called emergency services. Fire crews arrived and carefully cut open the container to free him because they couldn't get the lid open with him in there. Man was not seriously injured, but was treated for mild hypothermia and embarrassment. Authorities reminded the public that donation bins are designed to prevent entry and that removing items can be dangerous.
You know, what he didn't know, and maybe he would after listening to Scott and Val Save the Universe, that once you donate it, it belongs to the universe.
Yeah, my question from the story is how do they treat you for hypothermia and embarrassment? Is it coffee and videos of other people getting hurt? It worked for me.
Misery loves company.
All right, let's see what the police had to say about this one.
He's fat, he's a fool, and he's an embarrassment to ninjas everywhere.
I'm detecting a pattern.
Yeah, I am too.
After Texas.
Animal control officers in Texas say a loose pet zebra was safely captured after spending several hours wandering through a residential neighborhood and briefly disrupting morning traffic. The zebra was reported early Monday in a subdivision outside Houston, where residents spotted it trotting between houses and grazing near parked cars. Authorities determined the animal had escaped from a nearby private property where it was being kept legally under exotic animal permits. Officers used food and calm handling techniques to guide the zebra into a trailer without incident. No injuries were reported, and officials say the owner is cooperating with authorities while fencing is being reviewed.
Nice. I once used a zebra in a jailbreak, blended right in.
Ba-dum-bum.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, that's right, a zebra. Right in front of me. Can I shoot it? Negative.
I wish you could have shot it. I looked out the window and I said, Val, your ride share's here. All right, how about a dark Valentine, Val? To wrap up the show.
It'll fit right in.
All right. Police in Missouri say Valentine's Day proposal ended in arrest after a man staged a fake traffic stop to surprise his girlfriend and instead triggered a real emergency response.
Oh, no.
According to authorities, the man used flashing lights mounted on his personal vehicle to pull his girlfriend over late last week, intending to propose on the side of the road with the flowers and the ring. Yes. Passing motorists believe the stop was suspicious, called 911 to report a possible impersonation of law enforcement. Real police arrived moments later to find the man kneeling beside the car holding a ring and wearing no uniform, credentials, or explanation that satisfied officers. He was taken into custody for impersonating a police officer. The proposal did not proceed as planned. Officials say the man admitted he wanted to make the moment memorable. Police say it was just not the way he intended. No injuries reported. The ring was recovered. The relationship status was not. Wow.
Nothing says, will you marry me, like felony adjacent behavior.
She wanted commitment. He delivered consequences.
Is bad judgment a love language now?
I think it is. If it is, I'm in luck. And this is why Val Redneck surprises always need risk assessment.
For sure. I'm thinking, though, for me personally, the police kind of overreacted to the situation.
I think so, too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he wasn't like in a uniform or anything like that. They should have just, yeah. But anyway, no sense of humor.
Yeah, rumor has it she was bummed out there was no sirens.
When the brass learns the truth about me, they'll say, ship him whole in irons for impersonating an officer, something like that.
And Weird Lonnie's in here for impersonating a moose.
You know how many guys were arrested last year for impersonating a cop? There's more guys out there impersonating cops than there are actual cops.
It's true what they say, cops and women don't mix. It's like eating a spoonful of Drano. Sure, it'll clean you out. They'll leave you hollow inside.
Yeah, Will. Even if you're impersonating a cop, it does not mix with women at all.
No, leave you hollow inside.
Always. Been hollow 3 times. All right. As we close up the show, don't forget, it's your chance to Farkle with Scott and Val, as Val has created a beautiful Farkle board with the Northern Lights and Bigfoot. All you have to do to win this is follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. So easy to find us. We are the only Scott and Val Save the Universe radio show podcast in America. Can you believe that?
I can't.
Yeah. We're like original. You don't find that anymore. Do that on both of them. You'll automatically be entered in the contest, which we were going to be drawing on our first show after the end of the month. Let's see. Don't forget, we already mentioned we're going to drop a couple songs and some our time sensitive clips from today's movie. The rest of the week we'll dole out some others to you too in shorter content. Val, any closing words?
I think that so far we are doing a mediocre job of saving the universe, but
we're upping our game soon.
That's right. That's all we could ask for, mediocrity. But stay tuned and help us, improve every week. And, maybe we'll find some jokes in it.
Yeah. Just remember, no matter what you do, you can help save the universe one laugh at a time yourself, right?
Right. And do that by liking our page and subscribing to our channel.
Yeah. Thanks so much for being here today on the radio and online. I'm Scott.
I'm Val.
And we'll be back next week to save the universe. Stay right here on KCHW for more great programming.
Step back, everything will be okay. Two new heroes to face the day. Now throw all your fears away, and they're both in tights array. Scott and Val, here to save the universe. It's not a bad joke, or even a curse.
Will self-destruct in 20 seconds. This is your last chance to push the cancellation button.
Engage. Don't forget, catch Scott and Val here every Tuesday morning at 7:20. I hate this job.
It's 9:03.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God